Hello everybody, welcome back once again to the Tactics Ogre Reborn walkthrough. Making my way through Chapter 3, Neutral. And this is going to look maybe a little bit weird, so I wanted to point one thing out here. So, in the last video, actually, I did go down to Crisaro and do the battle at Quadriga Fortress, but I actually ended up worlding back to this anchor point. And so that these events will not have been basically done again. Reason for that was I did a bunch of stuff in the Palace of the Dead, and I just basically went back down there and turned a bunch of my characters into liches. Basically, Aracel, Holbram, Folkert, Sistina, Man. I think it was just these 5. I just want to, basically make them grow as liches. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. I was going to redo that part of the battle too, but I don't think it matters. I was going to redo that battle at Quadriga, but I just don't think it matters. That's the one where you get Faista and Camus, or Tamaz, I'm sorry. It's Faista, Camos, and Tamaz. But I didn't really see a reason to redo that. So I'll just kind of go with this as it is. Anyways, let's get moving on here. I want to head into Port Asyton. This is going to be a very odd battle. I think I'm actually going to try to recruit there. There's a lizard man, a zombie lizard man, and I don't know that I've ever seen those at any other point in the game. I could be wrong. I could just be forgetting, but yeah, I think it might be an interesting place to actually get a hold of one of those again, because I'm just trying to think of the different battles that I've come across, and I don't remember any other battles where a lizard man was available. So anyways, I am going to try to grab him. I'm just really curious about that. Let's take a look at the terms here. Cleric, perform an action to exercise an undead. That's pretty good, right? We'll get an earth charm from that. I'll probably do that. But I also need to remove, basically anybody that's level 50 here, because this battle has Devold and Oleus, and we'll be getting them, or we'll be recruiting them here. I think, let me just see here if they join right. Yeah, it looks like they join right after this. And so, to try to not level them or over level them, I'm going to, try to reduce the experience from this battle. First off, let's bring in. This is a new enchantress that I've brought. So this is the enchantress that I'm going to use to try to recruit that lizard man. Let's just see here. Yeah, he's right here. Very weird. A zombie juggernaut lizard. It's very strange. But yeah, anyways. Alright, so let's get some people packed in here. I think I'm gonna bring in, these newer characters that I've made into liches, because they are not level capped, and it'll be nice to be able to, just dump some experience off onto them. That should work out pretty well. Aracel I gave her Starfall too to exercise some of these enemies. So I'm curious though, now that I'm thinking about it, I wonder if that's going to count. That should count as an exorcism. We'll see. I guess at the worst case scenario is it doesn't and I miss out on an earth charm. Oh well.
Devold, brother! Gildas! What's going on down there? Gildas, wait!
No, stay away!
Stand back, Oleus!
Help! Please, help us!
We'll be there as soon as we can!
help him out. Also, you know, some like a zombie flying or flyer would be maybe interesting here as well. I don't know though. I'm just trying to think of like if this is your first pass through the game, what would be, you know, kind of useful to potentially recruit. And I don't know if it's necessarily the case that, you know, any of these would be all that great, but and honestly probably not. Oops, I should probably turn AI off. Yeah, anyways, I you know, I recruited some characters for kind of like an undead crew that I made for farming the Heavenly Generals. But you know, I don't know, I actually didn't find that to be all that useful for that long, and I kind of quickly transitioned out of that strategy. But you know, zombies are still good though for, you know, other areas of the game, especially if you want to, you know, farm things from like House of the Dead without worrying too much about. Let's see, this should work good. Without worrying about you know, if trying to do like no incapacitations, you know, bringing a bunch of undead or zombies or a combination of the two is a great way to just zip through. So you know, like I said, it'll work for you know, storyline battles as well, right? But yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's an option. Obviously the only issue is then if you actually want to level that zombie, right, you need to use charms, like actual leveling charms, because the zombies don't get experience after battle, and also you won't be able to heal them, you know. So I mean, though that may not be a problem for you, or you may not find that to be much of an issue, because then you can just let them die, and after a couple of turns they'll get back up. So really up to you. But yeah, I guess, I mean, not a bad way to pick up some undead. And there's a dragon here as well. I don't know if this is... I don't think this is one of the more useful dragons, though, so I don't know that would really be worth grabbing. What is this guy? Yeah, he's a cloud dragon. I don't really like the cloud dragons. I can't remember what vortex... Let's see here. What does vortex breath do? There's a chance to... misstep. Yeah, I can't remember what misstep was. Is that reduced chance of like dodging arrows, maybe? I can't remember for sure, but you know, not something that I find to be all that great. I'm going to town on these undead. I like it. Let's see. Let's wound her. Oh, I think that counted as an exorcism. Let's check here. It did. Excellent. Good stuff. All right. it feels really weird playing OSL as a Lich. Although I guess it does with all of these other characters as well. I think the first time I played, and I, didn't really use these the non-generics in my current playthrough. I mean, other than maybe Obram a couple of levels. I think I used what was his name? The Lancer guy, the Galgastani Lancer guy. I used him for a couple of levels, but other than that, I really didn't use them much. And so now it's just feels a little weird using these characters as something else. But yeah, I did use like Folkert. I leveled as a knight the first time I went through the game. On my initial playthrough. Like I actually used Bane a lot as well, and the same deal. I think I used him as a warlock or whatever he starts out as. All right, let's see here. Try to coax this guy. Did not work. Let's chariot back. Alright, he's gonna be stubborn. It's alright. Just tweak that RNG a little bit. There we go. Uh-oh.
What has befallen Gildas?
I think he got zombified. Which, by the way, is also why you can't do the Coda episode 2 on a neutral playthrough, because Gildas is dead. Alright, so it looks like Devold and Oleus gained 1 or 2 levels. But, yeah, not much else I could do about that. That was... I don't know if that was optimal. Like, right, maybe if I would have not killed... Actually, no, that wouldn't have worked, right? I would have had to kill everybody. Actually, yeah, maybe if I would have recruited more of these enemies instead of killing them, maybe that would give you less experience, but either way, I'm not going to sweat a level or 2. Alright, and here's our new lizard guy. Let's rename him. He can be my new Black Tyranno. That's exactly 12 characters. Okay.
Thank you for your aid, Knight. I am Oleus. And this is my brother. Forgive his silence. He is not given much to conversing.
No, I would thank you myself. My name is Devold. Forgive my rasp.
My brother is ill. It has ravaged his throat.
I am Denim. I fight for the Resistance. Please, you must tell me what has happened here.
That knight who attacked, the one with the foreign crest upon his armor, he was one of yours?
Gildas, you mean? Yes, he was a staunch ally. I had not seen him since the night of the Bakram attack on Rhine. No one knew what had befallen him.
Ah, then I have ill news for you. That was not the man you know.
No, I'm quite certain that was Gildas.
You mistake me. Did you not see them? The ones pallid of flesh.
What? The zombies? What are you saying? You don't mean that Gildas... No!
There is a man who wields the walking dead as you wield your sword. He plays with death, defiling the very substance of life and profaning all that is sacred.
Who is he?
The most vile necromancer in Gargastan, Nybeth Obdalord, my father. I am Olius Obdalord, the necromancer's daughter, though it gives me no pride to say it.
Nybeth, what foul turn is this?
Please, you must let us join your resistance. We would aid you in defeating the necromancer.
You'd fight your own father? For true?
Yes. My brother.
Your eyes will tell you what my tongue cannot.
What are you? Do you even live?
A riddle, to be sure, to which not even I know an answer. My bones are knit with magics, not sinew. What's more, though my head is mine, my body is another's.
What?
My brother was executed by Barbatos when the warring began, as an example to others who would defy the Hierophant. But my father, Nybeth, used a soul-fetching spell to call him back from the shores of death.
A soul fetch?
Yes. I was returned to this world against my will, a full 5 days after my departure. When I awoke, I found that my body was not my own. My father had affixed my head to another corpse. He told me then that my old body had suffered damage too great to be of further use. But I suspect that was a lie. He merely wanted to see if the transposing would work.
That and the soul fetch was incomplete.
It is a difficult thing to fetch a departed soul and seat it within a mortal shell. Though my father's magic did bind me to this body, I know not how long it will endure.
What happens when the spell wears off?
Death. Again.
I'm sorry.
Our father continues his experimentations, trying to perfect the spell. He has even joined in league with Barbatos, the very man who killed his son, to satisfy his need for corpses. I hate him. For his betrayal, for what he did to my brother. I hate him.
Okay, so maybe it's obvious, but we want to go with the top option here and say, very well, you may join us.
Join our ranks. March with us.
Thank you. You'll not regret it.
Let us after Nybeth, then. I've seen enough of this dark work here. I do not care to see more.
I have heard that our father has crossed the straits to the Isle of Banamuba.
Then we must make haste.
Okay, Devold wants to join, so let's bring him in here. And Olius wants to join as well. Savior of the Dead. Okay, that is going to be it for this one. So as always, hope the game guide was helpful, and thanks for watching.